Jesus freak here. Now, I'm in New York State, so most of what I say is going to be with specific reference to New York State. But it sounds like they've seen the light at the end of the tunnel over in Albany. If I understand correctly, they say, we're going to hit the bottom in 3 weeks. Now, hopefully, that means we'll start going back to normal within 5. And maybe I'm taking things a little bit too cautiously because, well, you know what they say. It's hard to have a conversation between two people that are practically speaking different languages. And, most people are going to say, oh, want, need means this. And I'll say, want, need means that. And because of this, divide in, I guess, our lingo, this sort of linguistic divide between me and everyone else, that I'm probably understanding things differently than everyone else is. And maybe that makes me come across as being a little paranoid. I'm aware of that. But hopefully, if they're right, and we're not that far away from bottoming out, then, that's the light at the end of the tunnel. We're not that far from being able to start living normal lives again. I mean, yeah, it's not going to be normal. It's just going to be a little bit closer to normal than it is right now. And when we're at a point we don't have to be so paranoid, and maybe, this is partially my doing because I'm, taking words like need, vital, essential a lot stricter than a lot of people are. I understand this. But if we're going to hit the bottom sooner rather than later, and we're going to get to the point where, it's not such a ravaging disease that we have to worry about all this. Because, they're trying things. They're trying experimental drugs. Was it hydroxychloroquine or something like that? They have approved for trial use and compassionate use in the state. And apparently they're looking into the possibility of transfusions of plasma from people who've recovered and who would have antibodies, sort of crude vaccine until they can get an actual vaccine developed. Baby steps. But that's all we can do is just take it one step at a time, one day at a time, like that song. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking from you. So, hopefully, we can say all these procedures, they've worked at least somewhat, they've helped at least somewhat. And maybe before the end of next month, I mean, let's not get our hopes up, but, oh, oh, if the chance is there, we can have some semblance of normalcy. I guess the best thing we can do right now is pray for those in areas that are particularly hard hit, for people in the medical profession, and for people at an elevated risk of contracting COVID 19. That with God's help, that we do find these solutions sooner rather than later. Not only for our sake, but for their sakes. Jesus freak out.